Hey guys, the Bot Builder's back and welcome to another video. And this is the Series 1 finale for Request Fights Fight Night. It's been a really good run actually. I've really enjoyed this series. You've had many shocks, surprises, and of course some excellent fights in between. But this is the November 9th episode, where, well, I'll go into why there won't be an episode on November 23rd at the end of the episode, although if you've seen the live streams you'll know why. But for now, this will be the final Request Fights Fight Night episode this year. And it should be an interesting one as well. We have probably one of the best looking main events we have, as the big scary flipper Blood Pumper will take on the recently crowned champion Cyberspinner. But we have three other pretty interesting fights before that, so let's not hesitate and let's just show off the fight card. So, of course, as I mentioned, coming up later tonight in our main event for the Ultimate Challenge, Blood Pumper, the Ultimate Challenge champions, recently crowned, will take on another recently crowned champions in the Mayhem champions and Pre-Series 4 champions, Cyberspinner. We will then have a battle of the Iron Ore-shaped robots as Diet Ore, Flag of Doom, and Iron Ore 6 will all do battle. A fight requested by Aiden Phelps. I got your name right that time. We'll also have an interesting 1v1 matchup between Razor and Gabriel, which was requested by Fetter UK. But first, we're going to be doing good old Double Dutch, as Philippa 2 takes on Slicer in our opening fight, requested by Deadslot142. Philippa 2. Here is Philippa 2, armed with their very powerful flipper. We saw them in the Series 2 qualifiers, where they qualified quite surprisingly, beating Demolition Evo, flipping them out the arena. They do have a surprisingly strong flipper. They're a very difficult shape. However, the rear claw is isn't the most durable in the world, although they are a good machine. Runners-up of Dutch Series 2. Slicer. Next up we have Slicer, probably one of the best looking robots in the entire competition. This is going to be their first ever fight televised. As you can see at the front, they got a very deadly drum spinner and a rear wedge, which is very low to the ground. It's got side angles, so it can never be flipped on their side. A really good machine this is, and I can't wait to see this one in action. The winners of Dutch Robot Wars Series 1. And in the corner patrol zone for the CPZs. What? A dolphin and a dog? That's a strange combination. Well, we have Growler right next to Dolphin Philippa. And, well, I mean, we don't have a house robot that's high to represent the Amsterdam people, so we just got the drunken instead. It's Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So we have a Dutch Series 2 Grand Finalist versus the Dutch Series 1 Champion. Should be interesting, this is. Now, Slicer are one of the very few Robot Wars robots to go unbeaten, and you can see why. Already knocking Philippa 2 over with that drum. And, well, they do have an unbeaten streak in Robot Wars, which has never been broken. They're hoping to start an unbeaten streak here in Robot Wars Omega as well. Virus trying to grab a hold of Slicer. Virus now lifts up Philippa. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Virus seems like the kind of person who'd poison the ocean by just dodging all his beers in. Jesus Christ! And Growler comes with a great slam on Philippa, and I don't even think Philippa are moving after that. I don't even think they're moving. I think their side Trimex must have been broken a bit, and oh god, that was a very quick-paced fight, and I think Growler did the damage, and I think Slicer are going to pit Philippa 2. Cease. Well, that was a very quick-paced match. Growler really did the damage there. That has to be Growler's greatest moment. Came with an almighty slam on Philippa 2. That must have broke their side Trimex because they couldn't really self-right from there, and Slicer took advantage, pitting the Dolphins, sending them down the depths of the ocean. Oh, well done to Slicer. And well, yeah, could the one of the few unbeaten Robot Wars robots start an unbeaten streak here in Robot Wars Omega? Well, who knows? But yeah, thanks for requesting this fight, Deadslot142. A very explosive fight to start off the season finale. But now let's move on to our next fight. Razor. We've seen Razor before in Request Fights Fight Night, where they fought, we've seen them twice actually, where they fought Apollo and Eruption, and they also fought Kraken and Plan B. Unfortunately, they lost both times, but they are still a very well-respected and well-feared machine. A very deadly crusher on the front of this robot, one of the best crushers around, and a Robot Wars legend. They've been competing since Robot Wars Series 2, and they're here in Robot Wars Omega. a 2-time world champion and Series 5 champion as well, although they've sort of lost their touch a bit. Gabriel. And here is Gabriel, a robot. They're one of the robots that failed to qualify for Series 2, just like Razor, actually. They do have a very massive swinging axe at the front. Not a bad robot, if I'm honest. They very nearly beat Quantum in Series 1. Not Quantum, Spectre. So they are a pretty good machine. They've just been unfortunate with draws as of late, but they are still a very good robot. Should be interesting, this fight is going to be. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have a house robot who certainly has a lot of history of Razor. It's Matilda. And we also have Rhino. He just hates everything. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So it should be interesting, this fight is going to be, I reckon, Razor. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with Gabriel, because it's a very strange shape, but they've already got in a good grapple right there. In onto Gabriel. Now, this fight was requested by Fetter UK, and it's honestly a very interesting fight. Both machines can't really do anything to each other. I feel Gabriel's a bit too high for the Crusher to really come into effect in Razor. And, well, Gabriel now trying to smash down in onto Razor with the swinging mace. Maybe try and cause some damage. Razor still lifting up that crushing arm, and now they've got a hold of Gabriel. And they're going to push Gabriel into the arena wall. Razor gets lifted up then. They really don't want to flip themselves over. Now, Razor. Oh my god, Gabriel, what on earth? How did you do that? Gabriel now knocking Razor back up and over. And oh dear. Oh dear. You're on Rhino, aren't you? Jeez. Razor just stays in, but holy moly. And Razor now being slammed back by Rhino. And Rhino's horde's fallen off again. And good god, the house robots really have been doing a lot of damage this episode, haven't they? Gabriel now swinging down the axe and onto the underbelly of Razor, and Razor, as we all know, they don't have a sub-writer in Robot Wars Omega, so they really should have steered clear of the house robots. And, jeez, another massive slam. And Razor, I think they could be done for here. They can't self-right, and that is a shame. Oh, Razor suffers some damage. Oh, good god. Well, they say they are going to upgrade it after Series 2, when Series 2 ends, so we can't wait to see that, but Gabriel just taking advantage of Razor, and how fitting is this? In comes Matilda, and we remember the history in Robot Wars Series 4, the Annihilator. Razor gets flipped back up and over, although I don't think they're working, especially due to the onslaught from Rhino, and they're on the floor flipper. Oh, thrown up to the other side of the arena. Although I think Matilda wants to get Razor out of the arena. Yes, she does. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Cease. Well, that was an odd fight, wasn't it? Gabriel actually managed to pull it off. I don't know how they did it, but they used great driving, got Razor into Rhino, and, well, if the house robots immobilize you, well, that's fair game. Gabriel, they get the victory. And very impressive and very nicely done. Wait, before we move on to the next fight, I just realised the lighting's very dark in this video. Very sorry about that, but I'm recording this very early in the morning. That's because, if you may mention this in the live stream, I'm recording this the day after I did it, and they're still doing stuff with moving the house, so I'm going to have to record it early. So as a result, you get this dark lighting, but hopefully you could see enough. Anyway, now we can move on to our next fight, and thank you for requesting that, Fetter UK. Dietor. Now, here we have Dietor. They're going to be in this flipper frenzy between all the Iron Ore-like robots. Dietor, armed with a very powerful flipping scoop. Not flipping scoop, that's the old one. What am I on about? It's not even a scoop. Well, it's got a very big flipper. One of the biggest flippers in the entire series, and very powerful as well. A very underrated and unlucky machine. Hopefully they can get some success here. Flag of Doom. And here we have returning from the account Mayhem, Flag of Doom, armed with their very own powerful flipper. A lot smaller than Dietor, but definitely a lot more well controlled. Very unfortunate to lose in the heat finals of their account Mayhem, losing out to Subatomic after their wheel got cut, but they're still a very powerful flipper. This will be Flag of Doom's last fight though. Bots and more are replacing them with Flag of Doom 2 after this, so we can't wait to see that. But maybe this version of Flag of Doom can end on a high note. Iron Ore 6. And here we have probably the most experienced of all these robots. with this design anyway. Iron Ore 6, the very powerful flipper. A multiple-time UK live circuit champions, although they've never had the same levels of success in my series. A very powerful flipper though, and a fan favourite of many, including robot combat models. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZ, well, we have two drunks. It's Matilda and Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Now, before this fight probably starts, I just want to say this is an excellent idea, Aiden Phelps. All these robots, very similar in design, as you can see. And look at this by Flag of Doom going after Iron Ore 6. I don't think these two actually fought. No, it was Iron Ore 5 who fought Flag of Doom in Robot Combat Models Account Mayhem. Dietor comes with a strong flip onto Flag of Doom. Dietor comes with another good strong flip. Comes with many flips in onto Iron Ore 6, trying to flip them out the arena. Dietor, they will be in the upcoming World Championships next month. Flag of Doom no gets in underneath, and they flip Dietor out the arena. So Aiden Phelps, his robot that represented him in the Account Mayhem are gone. And well, and Iron Ore 6 look to be in trouble. In comes Flag of Doom, getting in behind at Matilda, and flips them up and over. Although this leaves them vulnerable to Iron Ore 6, who takes advantage of the inexperienced Flag of Doom, and flips them out the arena. And oh, and then they flip out the mini-bot. Well, that was great stuff there. And what's this? Are they gonna try and right Matilda? Yes, they do right Matilda, and that's how Matilda repays you, by flipping you out the arena. Oh God, Matilda, he flipped you back on your wheels. Why did you do that? Cease. Well, this episode's definitely gone by very quickly, and another really quick fight. Flag of Doom got in an elimination on Dietor, and they flipped Iron Ore in a tricky situation, but they got a bit cocky. Tried to flip Iron Ore. They tried to flipped over Matilda, but left them vulnerable, as Iron Ore took advantage, flipping them out of the arena, and the experience clearly shows. And Iron Ore proves that they still are the very best of that design. Anyway, thank you for requesting that fight, Aiden Phelps. But now it's time for the main event. Blood Pumper. The very recently crowned Ultimate Challenge champions, armed with the very powerful flipper. Delboy 666's robot got a landslide of the votes, meaning they then fought Rapid, and they flipped them out the arena in a matter of seconds. I can see this machine having a very long tile defense, but they do have a very tough challenge ahead of them. Let's just say, I think Blood Pumper are going to have a few more bloodstains after this. Cyberspinner. Probably one of the greatest robots in Warzone Mega history, especially in the Legacy series, where they've never failed to make it out of the heats, even becoming runners-up at Pre-Series 2 and winning Pre-Series 4. They're an incredibly destructive spinner, one of the best around. Very powerful, very destructive, recently crowned Mayhem champions, and, well, a very destructive machine. Got through on a very slim vote to Corrosive to fight Blood Pumper, but honestly, based on their Mayhem performance, I think this machine could give Blood Pumper a good run for their money. Well, this episode's certainly gone by very quickly, hasn't it? It's going to be under the 20-minute mark, and overseeing this, the robots who've done the most amount of damage this episode, Rhino and Growler. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So this should be an interesting fight here. A battle of champions. Of course, we have the Ultimate Challenge champions, but they're taking on the Pre-Series 4 champions, and Rhino already suffering a bit of damage. Blood Pumper gets away, but they missed time to flip! Oh my God! And Cyberspinner just knocked them out of the arena! They came in at the side and they just smashed Blood Pumper out! I don't believe it! And well, that wasn't a very long tile defense, was it? And we have a new Ultimate Challenge champion! Cease. Well, this episode really has gone by quickly. Blood Pumper saw the exposed sides, came with one massive hit, and smashed Blood Pumper out. And well, I thought that reign would last a bit longer, but no. Cyberspinner are the new Ultimate Challenge champions, and well done to them. Commiserations to Blood Pumper. They just never really got a chance to get that flipper in underneath and flip them over. If they'd done that, we could have seen a different outcome. But as it stands, Cyberspinner are the new Ultimate Challenge champions. Now, I did say there won't be a Request Fights Fight Night on November 23rd. That's because there's going to be something very special. And you know what? Let me show you what that special thing is. Now. Next time on Robot Wars Omega, the first annual Robomania. Yes, with the mark of the new millennium, we're going to take Robot Wars Omega into the next generation with the first ever Robomania. Now, what will this contain? Well, first of all, we have a #1 contenders tournament. 8 machines requested by people who are part of the Robot Wars Omega Discord server who have requested 8 robots in a tournament. The winner will get to take on the then Ultimate Challenge champions in the next episode of Request Fights Fight Night. But that isn't just all. Oh no. We have a new challenger stepping up to the game in Acidic, and they get to take on probably the longest lasting veteran, Chaos 2, in a Wildcard Warriors battle. We have the Tag Team Terror Championships on the line as reigning tag champions Tornado and Storm 2 must take on the likes of Subatomic and Rapture NG, Primal Rage and Iron Brute, and Dansom Kier and Behemoth in a 4 corners tag match. And then, right at the very end, the main event, the Ultimate Challenge Championship. Every Ultimate Challenge champion and every #1 contender for the Ultimate Challenge Championship will fight out in a no time limit 5-way rumble. The winner gets to take on the winner of the #1 contenders tourney in the first ever annual Robomania 2020. Coming November 23rd, 10 fights of pure carnage. You don't want to miss it. And until then, the Bot Builder, out.